Hello, I'm Mary Ellen. Welcome to my channel. Life is messy, but I am learning as I grow, where we embrace the mess, laugh at the mishaps, and celebrate the progress. Whether I'm cooking up a recipe, burning my fingers on the hot glue gun while crafting, digging in the garden, or heading out on a family adventure, it's all about learning, growing, and giving ourselves permission to not be perfect. Mistakes happen, and that's okay because in life's messes we learn and grow. Around here, we focus on enjoying the process and making messy memories. So if you're into real-life creativity with a side of chaos, you're in the right place. If you love spooky season and DIY projects, this haunted dollhouse is the perfect Halloween craft. Whether you're using an old dollhouse from the attic or a thrifted find, transforming it into a miniature haunted mansion is both fun and frightfully festive. With a little paint, some eerie details, and your creativity, you can create a one-of-a-kind Halloween decoration that's perfect for displaying on a tabletop, mantel, or party centerpiece. Let's get creepy and crafty. Your haunted house awaits. Supplies you may want to use: an old or inexpensive dollhouse, black spray paint or acrylic paint, hot glue gun and glue sticks, miniature skeletons, ghosts, pumpkins, spiders, tombstones, etc. Fake moss, twigs, vines, cobwebs, LED tea lights or fairy lights. First, clean and prep the dollhouse. Wipe the house clean to remove dust. Remove any existing furniture, stickers, or accessories you don't want to keep. Lightly sand glossy surfaces if needed to help paint stick. Paint the exterior. Spray or paint the outside black, gray, or dark purple for a spooky look. This makes a great centerpiece for your Halloween party or on a porch as part of your decor. Let it dry completely. Dry brush with acrylic paint. I added white, metallic silver browns and grays for a distressed, aged effect. In acrylic painting, dry brushing is a technique used to add texture, highlights, or subtle details by applying paint with a mostly dry brush. To do it, you dip just the tip of a stiff bristled brush lightly into a small amount of acrylic paint, then wipe off most of the paint on a paper towel until the brush feels nearly dry. Then gently drag the brush across the surface of your painting. This allows the paint to catch only on the raised areas or textures, creating a soft, scratchy effect that's perfect for things like fur, wood grain, weathered surfaces, or even light reflections. It's great for layering and adding dimension without overwhelming the base colors. You can dry brush with multiple colors and add dimension. Start by working from darkest to lightest shades. Begin with your darkest color and apply it using the dry brushing technique. Let this layer dry completely before moving on to the next color. Once dry, repeat the process with a slightly lighter shade, gently brushing it over the previous layer, allowing some of the darker color to peek through. Continue building up layers, letting each one dry in between, and finish with the lightest color as your highlight. This gradual layering creates depth and makes textures pop, giving your project a more realistic and visually interesting effect. Paint the interior rooms. Paint each room with dark or eerie colors: deep red, black, purple, etc. You can use scrapbook paper or print haunted wallpaper designs to glue onto the walls. Consider making each room have a theme like a spooky nursery, creepy kitchen, ghostly attic. You can use a spray-on paint-on dye to make a dripping blood effect. Create broken windows and doors. Break or remove window panes to give a rundown look. Add wooden boards, made from craft sticks, crisscrossed over doors and windows. You can use hot glue strings to create realistic-looking spider webs on windows for a fun and spooky effect. As you use a hot glue gun, it naturally creates thin, stringy strands. These are perfect for mimicking spider webs. To do this intentionally, apply a small dot or line of hot glue to the window frame, then pull the glue gun away slowly to stretch the glue into fine threads, crisscrossing and layering the strings to form web shapes. Let the glue cool and harden in place. For extra effect, you can lightly dust the web with a bit of white or silver craft paint or glitter to make it stand out more. Just be careful not to burn yourself. Use white or gray chalk or paint to draw tiny body outlines on the dollhouse floors for a creepy crime scene effect. For monster eyes, glue small googly eyes, beads, or painted buttons inside the windows or hiding behind curtains so it looks like something spooky is watching. Use the vine garland or ribbon to wrap around the railings, porch posts, or up the sides of the dollhouse to create the look of overgrown, creeping plants. To make spooky aged curtains for your haunted dollhouse, you can give doilies a worn and dirty look by soaking them in coffee. Brew a strong cup of coffee, then let your doilies soak for 10 to 30 minutes depending on how dark and stained you want them. After soaking, remove and gently squeeze out the excess liquid, then lay them flat to dry. Once dry, you can cut or tear the edges to create a tattered, worn effect. Hang the distressed doilies in the dollhouse windows like old curtains. They look like they've been there for decades. You can even fray the bottoms a bit more or add tiny holes for extra eeriness. You can add finishing touches like a keep out or beware sign near the front. Or scatter bones, potion bottles, or tiny spell books. Print tiny creepy portraits or Victorian-style photos and glue them on the walls. Place tombstones in front or in a mini graveyard yard setup. Use moss, twigs, and dirt for a decrepit look. Glue mini skeletons, ghosts, or rats, spiders in rooms. Tuck a skeleton or skull from Dollar Tree mini decorations into a closet, under a bed, or in the attic for a spooky surprise. Add some lighting magic with battery-powered tea lights or fairy lights. Place a tea light inside a room to create a soft, flickering glow that mimics candlelight or an old lantern. You can also weave mini fairy lights through the rooms, behind windows, or under the roof to cast an eerie, mysterious light throughout the house. Or you can use glow sticks on a mini strobe light. The glow will instantly bring your miniature haunted house to life. Keep it safe. Don't use real candles or flames. And there you have it, your very own haunted dollhouse. This spooky little setup is sure to add a chilling charm to your Halloween decor. Whether it's perched on your mantel, glowing on a shelf, or haunting your party table, your haunted dollhouse is a conversation starter and a creative way to celebrate the season. Thank you so much for creating something special with me today. Let me know how you liked this video with a thumbs up or down. And if you didn't love it, feel free to leave a kind comment to help me improve. Please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss what we're learning next. If you're not sure what to do now, watch one of my other videos. I have over 1,000 for you to choose from. Follow me on Facebook and my Pinterest page, or check out my website. Links to all of that and more can be found in this video's description. In life's messes, we learn and grow. So get messy and keep learning and growing. I will see you again soon.